and welcome to Waylander's Wandering, where once again it's time to go through the Sunday preview from Games Workshop just to see what we can pre-order next Saturday. Today being Sunday the 19th of March 2023, let's crack on and see what is appearing in the Sunday preview this week. Starting off, we have Arcs of Omen Farsight, the army book for the Farsight Enclave and the Tau in the new Arcs of Omen battle scenarios place thing. Yes, thing. Available in a standard and a limited edition format, which again, as always, if you want the limited edition version, which comes with a nice silver foil embossed cover, printed page edges and a black ribbon page marker, please get your pre-orders in as early as you can, preferably as soon as they are available. To accompany this army book, we have a Tau Empire boarding patrol featuring 3 crisis battle suits, 10 fire warriors, accompanied by a small shoal of drones, all led by Commander Farsight, obviously, it being the Farsight book. I don't even know why I have to tell you these things. These things should be obvious. I'm an idiot. But this looks quite fine, and it's nice to see that the Tau are getting some love, and this Commander Farsight model is actually quite nice. Quite nice. Yes, anyway, moving on. To accompany the boarding patrol and the book, we have the Arcs of Omen Farsight Enclaves dice set featuring 15 dice with the Tau emblem on the 6, which are, well, kind of a dull crimson red. And, you know, as I say, every time these dice come up, if you want to buy them, buy them. I think they're overpriced. You do you, though. But if you are planning on picking up the new Tau Empire releases, you can pick up the Arcs of Omen Farsight Boarding Patrol Tau Empire and Farsight Enclaves dice set in a bundle together with an exclusive art print of Commander Farsight himself, signed by the artist while stocks last. So, if you really want the art piece, which is quite nice, buy all the rest of it as well, including the overpriced dice. Up to you guys. I probably wouldn't. We're also seeing a several boarding patrols this week, which is starting off with Board Patrol Orcs. Excuse me. It's with Boss Snickrot and his boys. Boarding Patrol Orcs is a muscle-bound collection of tough-as-nails fighters led by the legendary Commando Boss, sporting a brand new model. In addition to Snickrot, you'll find 5 Flash Kits, 10 Beast Snagger Boys, 10 Commandos, who also drag along a reluctant Commando Grot, and far too enthusiastic Bomb Squig along for the ride. So, all you greenskin collectors, this looks like a very nice little set there, and I honestly like it. I've never painted a greenskin in my life, but this kind of thing could make me start doing it. Talk me into it, boys. Get in the comments down below and talk me into it. Our second boarding patrol this week is Boarding Patrol Eldari, featuring an Eldari boarding patrol led by Felix Lord Janezar, 5 Howling Banshees, as well as 20 Corsair Void Scarred, who can be assembled as any of 1 of 2 different units. And again, these are really quite nice. I like these. These are really nice. The Janezar model is particularly spiff, he says, but I've got to admit, a lot of those Howling Banshees prancing about there, balanced on a toe, look like they're just waiting to be dropped and snapped off. Some support, guys. Get some support. Maybe a drill up through the bottom of the base and up through the leg and stick a pin in there. But yeah, they look kind of delicate, but pretty. And to counterpoint the Boarding Patrol Eldari, we now have the Boarding Patrol Drukhari for the Dark Eldar Brethren. A succubus leads 20 witches in a border patrol, Drukari, accompanied by a band of 5 sinister incubi. Yeah, witches and incubi. I swear to God, these are spiky perverts. So if you want an army of spiky perverts, get yourself a border patrol Drukari. And who doesn't like spiky perverts? And to combat these evil Xenos, we see Border Patrol Grey Knights, led by Castellan Crow, joined by 5 Brotherhood Terminators and 10 Strike Squad Grey Knights in an elite fighting force that might be few in number, but will hit like a battering ram. I think that it's about time the Grey Knights saw some new models. I mean, these are nice, but they're going to be looking a bit teeny tiny compared to our Primaris Marines, but there you go. I like them. They look good. And all you Grey Knights players, why not get into it? Get some. And following up, we have Border Patrol Necrons. So this phalanx of 10 Leech Guard, 10 Necron Warriors, and 3 Canoptic Scarab Swarms, and 3 Ophidian Destroyers makes up the Border Patrol in this mighty mix of living metal machines. I wish there was another word for living that begins with an M. Comment down below if you can think of one, because we've got to get some alliteration going, guys. If it's not alliteration, what's the point? Moving into made to order this week, we have the Armageddon Steel Legion miniatures. Commissar Yarrick may have gone to join the Emperor's side, but the loyal guardsmen of Armageddon are still alive and kicking for a limited time. You can get your hands on a huge array of classic Steel Legion units on a made-to-order basis, from sword-swinging officers to ranks of disciplined guardsmen. And if you feel like packing your platoon with an effective firing line of iconic Imperial firepower, the Steel Legion platoon is especially apt for the task. A gas-masked officer leads 3 las cannon toting heavy weapons teams, 20 Steel Legion guardsmen, and you'll want plenty of them to kick Gazkul off-world the next time he shows his ugly mug. That's it for Warhammer 40,000 this week. So moving on to Necromunda, we have Lady Hera, the 13th daughter of Helmwar. In the enforced absence of her Lord Father, his heirs have started to disappear at an alarming rate. These mysterious deaths stopped at Lady Hera. I wonder why that could be. 13th trueborn daughter, which we're sure is a complete coincidence, and she had nothing to do with these 12 deaths. Nice model, though, isn't it? And finally, this week, we are looking at the Black Library with Shadow Sun, the Patient Hunter, a nice Tau novel from Phil Kelly, available in ebook, audiobook, and what would appear to be a paperback. So these are nice. Don't forget, Games Workshop novels actually, for the most part, pretty good. I'm actually listening to Dan Abnett's Pariah series, starting with Pariah at the moment from my Audible subscription, and I've got to say, it is really, really good. Get into it. Dan Abnett, probably one of the best authors Games Workshop has ever had. Talking of which, we move on to see that Gaunt's Ghost, the Victory Part 2 French edition, is also coming for pre-order next week with the French language audiobook format. And, well, it looks like the ebook and paperback that we see in the image here. Gaunt's Ghost, again, really, really good. Dan Abnett, what an author. I'm afraid that's it for this week, though. There is nothing left to talk about, unless it is to say that if you are making your purchases and pre-orders, try to get everything that is not a Games Workshop web exclusive from your friendly local game store, mine being the awesome Mighty Lancer Games from Bridlington. Do them a favour, buy your stuff from there, use the QR code on screen or the link in the description below to release your pre-orders and visit Mighty Lancer Games. They will give me a very small pat on the head because I'm such a good boy for doing this every time you place a pre-order. But that's enough from me. If you like my videos, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to see more. If you wish to support me in other ways than purchasing from Mighty Lancer, please click the Ko-fi QR code on screen or use the link in the description and maybe tip me the price of a coffee. Getting pretty thirsty now, guys. Anyway, I've been Waylander. You've been fantastic as always. I love your faces and goodbye.